417 KAL. There is a distressed dog in the car, in the green car park, and the police are aware. Please return to your car now.
To welcome you here at Fairport Royal International RIAT 2010. Separation between the aircraft, its average is between 3 and 5 meters only, and the speed is in a range from 300 up to 500 knots. Based on the current weather, the team cannot perform your normal good weather presentation. We have 3 different programs to choose based on a modular structure. The leader now can switch from one program to the other, and so keeps the possibility to react quickly for changing weather conditions during the display. Today, we are showing you a middle weather program with better rolls, but without loopings. Next flyby, information cross. Citizen in space was former Swiss Air Force fighter pilot and spaceman Claude Nicollier. He was member of the space shuttle crew who was responsible to repair the space telecom cable. In honor to the Swiss technology in space, the Patrouille Suisse is painting the most popular spaceship, Enterprise, in the sky. The next shape is named in honor to the famous 2 times America's Cup winner, the team from Geneva, Switzerland, called Alinghi. In comparison to our team, the needs and goals are pretty much the same. Fast, precise, and good teamwork are keywords in both teams. Team Alinghi was formed in the summer of 2000 with the ambitious task of winning the America's Cup. With this victory, Alinghi brought the America's Cup to Europe for the first time in 152 years. Now next flyby in the Alinghi shape. Shape is called Federer. The pilots prepare to present a flyby. We named this part of the show in honor to the world tennis #1 player Roger Federer. Roger Federer is dominating the tennis courts all over the world and was more than 1-time Sportsman of the Year within Switzerland. As lead, Mark Zimmel is responsible for all aspects of the flight, from pre-flight briefing to managing all in-flight operations and the post-flight debriefing. He is responsible for doing the thinking and planning for the formation. In the air, #1 is expected to be a smooth and consistent platform for the wingman to fly with. It's generally agreed that the lead should have the most formation flight experience. A lead pilot must have excellent wing skills so that he can understand and anticipate what the wingman will need for a successful flight. The leader of the Patrouille Suisse is Captain Mark Zimmel, a professional fighter pilot on the spearhead of the Swiss Air Force, the F-18 Hornet. Born 1976, Mark is a member of the team since 2004. Before he was nominated as leader, he flown on position 3, 5 and 6 within the team. He counts a total of more than 2,500 hours of flights on PC-7s, Hawks, Tigers and F-18. Rick Armstrong, Gunnar Jansen and Guy Lasha are the pilots of the main section, flying most of the time next to the #1. The 2 solo pilots are Michael Meister and Simon Billeter. And now the announced Federer presentation of the Patrouille Suisse. pilots prepared to present the smooth barrel roll. We named this part of the show in honor to one of the world tennis #1 and 2 player, Roger Federer. And now one of the key part of the program 2010, we call it Grande Cinque Sexy. The whole formation will prepare in formation delta, the split of the two solo pilots. They are going to perform the probably most spectacular crossing maneuver over the runway of Fairport. Keep your eyes on the two aircraft at the far end of the formation. As soon as they have been released, the two solo pilots will turn back towards the display center to cross in front of your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to the commands given by the leader to start the solo part of the display. And now keep your eyes on the two solo pilots. Split, this was the command from Mark Zimmerli, the leader. And the two solo pilots are going to paint a lovely heart in the sky of Great Britain. This heart is for all of you supporting us since more than 46 years. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And our two solo pilots are lining up again to present an additional breathtaking crossing maneuver. Each aircraft is speeding up to about 350 knots, which means that our two pilots closing each other with more than 1,200 kilometers per hour to cross in front of your eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome again the two solos of the Patrouille Suisse, Michael Meister. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after this refreshing crossing maneuver, we will leave the solo pair for a short time to watch the main formation approaching from your right. The four pilots are preparing to perform a synchronized roll to the right. Let us listen again to the leader's commands. The presentation, the leader will initiate a twist in descent to clear the display line for our solo pair. I would like to introduce our commander, long-time commander of the team is Daniel Hesley. He is still an active Air Force pilot and was flying member of the Patrouille Suisse from 1987 to 1997. Since 2001, Daniel Hesley is commander of the Patrouille Suisse. He counts more than 5,000 hours of flights and he is one of the last pilots within the Swiss Air Force, having the qualification for flight instructor on our Tiger F-5 aircraft. As a commander, he is responsible for the safety and organization within the team. The team is monitored all the time by our commander and he is in a two-way radio communication with the leader. If you want to look at your half left now, you will see the landing lights of the solo pair in close gear down formation to present the part called Gear Down Shadow. The pilots have established landing configuration, landing lights are on and gear is down. The indicated airspeed is about 260 knots, which is the Tiger's limiting speed to lower the gear. Colonize the name of this line pattern in our old Swiss tactical voice. The Swiss Air Force was in a changing process and most of the typically Swiss things has been replaced by NATO standard. Switzerland is not part of the NATO, but we are working close together with different air forces in Central Europe. And now please welcome again the two solos. Information flat mirror for a flyby. One of the pilots is subject to a negative G-force because he is flying inverted. A classic example of negative G-force is in a fully inverted roller coaster. We named this flyby in honor to our team mascot Flat Eric, the yellow finger-tapping technocrat. He's flying all the time in one of our aircraft and has many hours of flight as a passenger on different aerobatic teams within Europe. Off on your left, and whilst number 5 Benzing's leaving us for a short moment, you can see again the 4 aircraft of the main section reappearing on stage and putting up to a presentation in box formation. This is one of the most difficult part of the program. The distance between the aircraft is about 15 meters and the pilots do not have proper reference point to adjust their position in the group. The pilots are working hard to present your proper box shape to the spectators. During the wing over on the top of the loop, the leader gives the command to change the formation into a new pattern. During the recovery from the dive, the pilots are subject to 4 times the force of gravity, which is 4 times their body weight. The speeds of the aircraft are rising up to 400 knots and a separation of less than 3 meters between each Tiger is maintained. Of the Patrouille Suisse are presenting the most playful formation in our display called Flow. Captain Meister, the pilot who flies the second aircraft, is playful surrounding the smoke of his solo leader. Let's go! Now, ladies and gentlemen, turn your heads to your left behind and you will see the main formation in the most elegant and amazing pattern called Shadow. The distance between each aircraft is again 3 meters only and the speed of about 500 knots is indicated. The goal is to hide all 3 aircraft behind the leader's Tigers at one point of this circular arc. And here they are. The amazing pattern called Shadow of the Patrouille Suisse 2010 performance. Now the change in a new shape called Diamond. And now, ladies and gentlemen, protect your ears and welcome again from the left. Our lead solo accelerating his Tiger F-5 to show you the power of the flying with the Tiger F-5 fighter aircraft. During this maneuver, he will feel up to 7 The Tiger F-5 has been designed and manufactured at Northrop F-5E California, USA. This elegant aircraft is in service since 1978 and used for air combat training and air police mission. The thrust of the 2 General Electric engines accelerate the fighter to more than 900 knots and gives him a maximum initial climb rate of more than 170 meters per second. aerobatic team is painting our national flag into the beautiful sky of Great Britain. In a few seconds we are going to draw the letter T in the air. T stands for Tango, or for our special painted Tiger display aircraft, which are usually used to personify the hostile aircraft in air combat training within the Swiss Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, the Patrouille Suisse in formation Tango. And now again our solo from the right, performing the double rolls. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, look to your left behind the main 5 aircrafts, lining up towards the display area to parade in formation MN. With speeds over 400 knots and turn diameters of more than 2,000 meters, we will need a lot of airspace. The dimension of our stage are 10 kilometers from left to right and 5 kilometers 90 degrees away from you. This space is comparing to 6,000 soccer fields. The height of our playground is approximately 3 kilometers or more, than 10 times the Eiffel Tower of Paris. Air traffic control will make sure that no other aircraft will operate in this area during our performance. And he's trying to shoot the goal. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the thrilling goal maneuver of the Patrouille Suisse 2010. The one and only country who is made in South Africa.